Let's go, episode number 21. I'm Coach Prez, football coach, self proclaimed blue belt philosopher, and you could say, highly likely, a future all time great manager. So you're investing very early. If you're watching this now, this is very good for you. This is the equivalent of investing in Bitcoin in 2010. You're watching very early. This is the very early stages of development of a all-time great football coach, and not only. But we're not gonna waste too much time. What an amazing intro. Anyway, what we're gonna talk about today. Last episode, I had a lot of things to say about sports, in particular sports performance. When do athletes peak? We had a little bit of an argument. I had a little bit of an argument with some people on TikTok. This time, we're not gonna focus on sports. Okay, I've kind of exhausted the topic. I need questions. Anyone that wants to know anything to do with sports can ask, especially football. But sports in general, I've got quite solid background, done multiple sports. Anyway, let's get into it. What are we going to talk about today? Okay, I don't want to be slow. I want to get into it. We're going to talk about choosing what to do with your life, pretty much. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm just going to speak from the heart. If I have heart, which is unknown. Anyway, let's go. We're gonna get serious in a second. I just need to get into it a little bit, and yeah. So, what's the problem that I see? It's so common. I don't know if it's TikTok. I don't know if it's Instagram, but something's gone wrong. Something's gone very wrong with people. With kids, boys. I cannot comment about girls. Anyway, no girl watches this podcast anyway. Okay, it's not really for girls, to be fair. So boys, or young men, teenagers, whatever you want to call them. What's the problem? I really don't see anymore just people having like dreams. What do you want to be? Every young person, let's call it young people, that I talk to, when I ask them, what do you want to do? And they go, well, I wanna be financially free, or whatever the stupid expression is. Basically, I want to have a lot of money. That's it. This is so sad. It's depressing. It's very depressing. I don't want to really talk about. I don't really want to talk to anyone like that. If money is the main driver of your ambition and your dreams, then something has gone wrong. I don't know how people don't see it and they don't understand it, but everyone is like overly obsessed with money. And for what reason? It's because you're exposed to so much content from people that are successful, meaning have money, not necessarily that have money, and they show it on Instagram and it looks cool. Am I debating? Am I saying no, it doesn't look cool? No, of course it does. Do I like expensive things? Yeah, of course I do. Do I like nice clothes? Of course I do. I'm not saying it's not nice. Okay, I'm not denying it. It is cool. It's nice. But being 15 or 12 or 13 and saying I want to be rich. What? When I was younger, it's not like I'm 60, I'm 26. Most kids would say, I want to be this, I want to be that. Like 50% of people would want to be football players. And then you have some other people that wanted to do other professions, but it always was something that you do, okay? Not money, have money. Now it's turned to not what you do, but it's just all about the money. Oh, money, 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 money. There's so many problems with this. So many problems. First one, to start with. Let's push this to the... before we start trying to fix the problem, let's just push this kind of philosophy, if you can call this philosophy, but it's money, this money chasing. Let's push it to the end. Let's try and get to the end point of that whole thing. Why money? What? Well, then, because I'm just giving you the answers that people give. Well, yeah, because when I have money and I can do whatever I want. Okay, what do you want to do? I don't know, like, but most people stop there, or they go, "Well, I want to travel and yeah, retire my parents." Okay, and then, well, I don't know. That's the problem. That's immediately a problem. Big problem. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know. You just want to have money just for the sake of it, just so you can do whatever you want. But if you do not know what you want to do, all the money in the world, it's not gonna help you. You're gonna be you're gonna be drifting, just going with the flow. Now, whether you go with the flow with money or without money, it's almost the same. It is almost the same because you're not using your time to the fullest, if that makes sense. You're not optimizing the time that you have here. You're not putting it into good use. You're not making anyone else's life better. You're not trying to make the world a better place. I'm just throwing some ideas out there. You're not trying to reach your full potential. That's problematic. I don't see how people don't think that this is not a problem. This is absolutely a problem. It is a problem. I don't know what I want to be. And I don't really care about anything. How is this not a problem? How is this not a recipe for depression? I don't know. I don't know. So what? So what? And nowadays it's become very trendy. You need to be very laid back, chill, bro. What the hell? If you care about something, that's bad. Oh, wow, relax, man. It's not that deep. It's not this. It's not that. Of course it is. Everything counts. Everything. People. I read a book recently. In the book, there is a quote. I'm gonna try and see if I've got the quote. I wrote it down somewhere. Oh yeah, everything you do counts. Some people think that only what they want to count counts. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You can't just go around and be this, that. It's not important. This is not important. That is not important. Don't care about this. Don't care about that. That attitude of don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care leads to what? Let's say you care about this thing, and then everything don't care, don't care. So if you give a chart of your time spent in the day, you spend 95% of your time, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care. So basically kind of going through the motions and you're moving around with no purpose, without caring. Living life at a very low level, if we could put it that way. And in those 5%, you care a little bit. But just that overall attitude of I don't care, I don't care, I don't care becomes a habit. You become unbothered habitually. Unbothered. That doesn't even sound as bad. I just can't think of another word that is more negative. This attitude. right? Where did I even start from? So we've addressed why moving around like that, it's not really an option. I don't care about this. I don't care. People not caring. You don't care about anything. You're not interested in anything. All you want just money, so you can have fun. You know what this is called in philosophy? You know what this is? This is called hedonism. Hedonism is the pursuit of pleasure. Nothing else matters but pleasure. Okay, let's see what Google says. I'm going to give you a Google definition so we confirm whether I'm smart or whether I'm not so smart. Hedonism. Google definition. I literally saw a definition for a split second. You know, the one that pops up when before you search. It said the pursuit of pleasure, which is exactly what I said. I'm very happy with myself. Nice, because I care, not because I don't care. Hedonism is a family of philosophical views that prioritize pleasure. Psychological hedonism is the theory that the underlying motivation, that's not that bad, of all human behavior is to maximize pleasure and avoid pain. As a form of egoism, it suggests that people only help others if they expect a personal benefit. We're not going to continue, that's enough for us. Hedonism. Very hedonistic people have become. This pursuit of money is the same thing. You just want money, just so they. But it's meaningless existence. That's my problem. Meaningless. You have all the money in the world, but you do nothing. All you do is pursue pleasure. For what? I'm gonna go and travel the world. Okay, you can go. There is only how many countries? 200 and what? Roughly 200 countries. You travel to every single country. You stay there for a week. This is 1400 weeks. That's about how many years? 1400 by 5. That's a lot of weeks, to be fair. But still, how many years is that? 1400 weeks divided by 5, 50 weeks a year. Usually I'm rapid. Now I'm dull. It's 10 past 10 in the night, in the evening. You know what I talked about last week? Just before I answer the question, I talked about just spending your willpower, your energy. You have only so much like cognitive power during the day to make decisions and whatever. The more the day goes, like progresses, you spend that power. Anyway, let's get back to the maths. Maybe I gave myself extra time. Maybe I'm just gonna do it now. We don't know. Can I talk and do maths at the same time? That would be pretty smart. I would say, to be fair. Anyway, just to kind of counterattack the incoming attacks that I'm not a mathematical genius, which I absolutely am. Undeveloped though. I had the potential, I just didn't use it. Anyway, back to the point. If you spend a week in 200 countries, well, that's about 50 countries or 50 weeks, blah, 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 blah. That's about a week in 200 countries is 200 with 4 years. I'm out. Jesus Christ, I was going to make the biggest mistake of my life. Whoa, what did I say earlier? That was so stupid. I'm gonna hold my hand up. That was one of the dumbest things I said. Did I say 1400 weeks? I meant days. Oh. Okay, guys, I might be early symptoms of CTE from all the training that I've been doing. Maybe I got punched to the head a few too many times. Maybe I'm starting to decline 26. Am I starting to get dumber? Anyway, we're gonna fight it to the end. So, back to the topic. I need to stop going off topic, just going on about random things. Well, let's be a bit more serious. I need to make a TikTok clip out of this somehow. Not me, my brother, potentially, if he's not lazy, but he is a bit lazy. So, 200 weeks you have, okay? 4 years. You go and travel the world, every single country, you've seen everything. What then? That's 4 years. That's it. 4 years is not a long time. If you start at 20, let's say, you become millionaire, whatever, 20, or everyone's dream now. You're 24, you've been everywhere. You've done all the parties that you can. What now? Your parents are retired. Now what? You're 24. Will you start again? It becomes a bit of a chore, doesn't it? Just, oh, I need to get on this plane. Oh, then what? I can't. My brain cannot even get that far. This is just a hypothetical. My point is, it's just a massive waste of time. I think. Are you gonna find something to do in those 4 years? Maybe something catches your attention. Yeah, maybe yeah. But first of all, who becomes a millionaire at 20? Second of all, who is actually gonna go to 200 countries? Third of all, just the money that you're gonna spend instead of making more money, how are you gonna adjust for that? Do I make more money or do I spend them? But how much money do I want? This, that. It's just endless cycle of nothing, of stupid. It's just too many problems. We don't think about them. We just think the problems that money solves. We need to think that the problems, we need to think about the problems that are gonna be there. If the focus is solely money. Another thing, you have money. Every single friend that you make after you have money, I don't care how you think about it, you're gonna have that one thing at the back of your head. Is he a real friend? If I didn't have money, would he be my friend? And you will never know. You find a wife, a girlfriend. Does she like you for the money? I'm gonna tell you now, probably yes. Probably yes. Unpopular opinion. Girls in general, even if they don't care about money, you need to have a certain lifestyle that is interesting. Otherwise, they're gonna get bored. Who wants to be with someone that lives a very monotonous, disciplined life? Almost nothing happens. It's just a constant grind for years. Who wants to do that? No one. I know it from experience. I'm not complaining. I've chosen the path, the way of the warrior. That's what I've chosen. So I don't care. The way of the warrior. See, that's the life I live. Does it sound like I'm in a movie? Probably yes. Do I care? No, I don't care. This is what I do. That's it. Does it sound like, oh, I don't care. So that's another problem. You have money now. Ah, shit. What if I lose my money? Obviously, immediately, I'm gonna give you a solution now. What are you gonna do? You go to get married and you say, "Can you please sign that paper? Prenuptious, prenup, a prenup. You sign the prenup. Basically, I'm gonna mess up the long word if I try. I don't know why. What's happening to me? I'm not the most focused today, you can see. I'm drifting a bit more towards the funny side of everything. Prenuptial. I need to get the word. Prenuptial agreement. Smart. Again, another amazing play. Prenuptial agreement. Sign. Go and sign. Do you love me? Let's see if you love me. If you love me that much, you don't love my money. So when we separate, you're not gonna get any of my money. If we have kids, okay, you're only gonna get like whatever the average wage is for the country for a couple of years, for example. Yeah. Not even that. That's, to be fair, that's too much. Minimum wage. Go and work. That's enough of a help. So let's see then what's what. But this sounds like you're a shit person. But then I don't see the problem. It's just like a shitty thing to do. But then at the same time, how else would you know? Anyway, I don't want to make this into a podcast of like hating on money, because it's not. It's not. Well, my problem is with people that make this like the focal point of their lives. And you're 15, and instead of having like big dreams of what you want to do, something that you're interested in, chasing something that you're very passionate about, money. What the hell? What the hell? You have to chase what you need to chase. Chasing money. Money is not worth chasing. You can never get enough money. You can never get enough money. Whatever level you get to, there is always a next level. There is always the next step. Okay, I get to 100,000. Okay, now I want to get to 500,000. You get to 500,000, I want to be a millionaire. You get to 1 million, I want to have 5 million. You get to 5 million. What's the next? When is enough? And now most people are going to say, well, enough is this. Is it? Is it enough? Or you're going to want something? There's always something else to want. You're never really satisfied. The richer you become, you have richer, your friends become richer and richer. You're in different circles. There's always going to be someone that you kind of that you're going to be looking up at him. He's going to be above you. He's going to have a bit more money. And yeah. But then if you're chasing mastery, that's something worth chasing. Mastery. I want to become a master at this subject. I want to be a master. I want to have elite level skill. I want to be the peak of this. Look at that. That's a pursuit. That's respectable. That's something that's worth doing. Anytime I hear someone say something even close along those lines, I mean, I love it. Let's go. Yes, I'm not gonna make fun of you. And if you wanna say I wanna be the best, I don't even know, astronaut or whatever, just something ridiculous. Let's go. Yeah, let's go for that. Let's do it. I'm interested. I might even help you. That's it. Mastery. Just think about mastery. What to become a master of something? How much time you need to spend? How much you need to be thinking about this subject? You try things. You grow up within the subject. You grow up as a person as well. You're on this journey, this beautiful journey. How many things you learn about yourself, because you're going very deep within like a certain topic. Maybe when you get to the top, You add to the existing knowledge, which is one of the best things any human can do. This is one of the greatest achievements. You add to the existing knowledge already. You add something new. Humans have existed for like thousands of years, and you're gonna add something new. You're gonna write history. Your name is probably gonna be somewhere there. How is this not greater than having money? And what normal person, if you can make them pick one or the other, who's gonna pick money? And if you give this choice to people, what would you rather have? Would you rather have in your life? Would you rather be very rich, just have a lot of money, or would you rather be remembered in history? Let's say, for example, doesn't need to be about for something big, but just be remembered in life. Your name is gonna remain in the history of ad subject. Everyone that says money, I don't even know what to say. And I feel like most people are gonna say money, actually. But I don't want to think about it because it's gonna annoy me. Because I'm gonna have even a bigger problem, and I can spend about 6 hours ranting about this topic. The point is, the next point out of numerous points so far is what I kind of started going in that direction. You want to pick something, okay? What are you gonna do? You want to pick something. I personally say you want to chase mastery. This needs to be an overarching goal, dream, whatever. You want to pick something, and you want to pick it with the intention, I'm gonna be becoming the best or the biggest or whatever in this field, whatever it is, doesn't matter. I will be the best in this. This is what I'm striving for, to get to the top, to climb that ladder, get to the top, refine my skills constantly. I want to be the best. I want to be the best. Even if not, I just enjoy this so much, I want to keep getting better at this. Still good. That's even almost like a prerequisite. You want to enjoy it. Okay? So you want to chase mastery. How do you kind of pick, but what, okay? I don't know what. For most people, look back into your childhood or whatever. Especially, that's the problem. Even kids, children, it's just messed up. Money is introduced into the picture, I feel like, too early nowadays. Most kids, they're seeing too many things, and they're starting to put a massive they're starting to value money a bit too early, I feel like, because they're exposed to it so much. Instead of you're just exposed to whatever you're interested in. What? Yeah. We start as a young person, whether you're old or young or whatever. As a young person, what you want to do is just do whatever, do things, just do things. By doing things, you're gonna find what you like. Find what you like, and just keep doing it. It's very simple. See if you're any good at it. Okay, if you're not good, ideally, I'm giving you best case scenario. You pick the thing that you enjoy doing and you're good at it. Okay. If you pick something that you're just good at but you don't enjoy, it's not really going to work, probably. And if the opposite is the case, you just enjoy but you're no good, maybe you can make it work. Just a bit more difficult. The ideal scenario is you pick the thing that you like and you're good at it. Oh, that's the best. If you could do that, that's the best. Go for that. If you're not that young anymore and you're looking, but just look back and think, what was I really good at? I was just good at something and I enjoyed when I was younger. You start thinking, was there something like this? No. If not, again, no problem. Find something. Just try things. See what kind of draws your attention. Yeah. What you're not motivated or what? Read books. Read different books. I can do a whole podcast of me reviewing books. Read a couple of books. See what kind of where does your attention go? Oh, that's quite interesting to me. This is not. This is though. This is not that much. You're gonna start coming across different examples, different people. Okay, from different people, you're gonna start getting to know different personalities, different historic figures or whatever, different famous people. This guy was interested in this guy, and you're like, oh, I'm a bit like this guy. What does he do? Oh, he did this. So you can kind of identify yourself or qualities that you have with the qualities of a famous person. See where he ended up. That's another thing. But yeah, this is kind of how you pick. But mastery, what you don't want to do is you don't want to go out with your friends and just go with the flow. Whatever your friends are doing, let's do the same. I saw another great thing. You want to isolate yourself. This is essential. You have to isolate yourself from everyone. Tune out all the noise, all the bullshit around you, all your friends and whatever. You don't need that many friends. Let them be. Just take a step back, breathe, and think. Just take a step. Forget about your friends. Forget about what he likes, what they do, what they want to do. Forget about all this. You need to take a step back and take some time. Take some time. See what you like. A lot of people don't really know because they just go with whatever their friends go with. So you kind of become this like a bit of a herd, unconsciously, obviously. It's not even conscious, but just you're in a group of friends. Maybe one or two of the people in that group kind of think or whatever, introduce new ideas, and everyone else kind of goes with the flow. Oh yeah, everyone else is buying white Air Forces. Yeah, I like them. I'll get white Air Forces as well. Yeah, let's go. Maybe you like loafers. Maybe you like Italian leather. You know, you need to discover that when you're too busy with society. That sounds a little bit antisocial behavior. I feel like you need it. Because if you don't know what's your thing, you're not gonna find it with people, I don't think. You're all around people, yeah. And you just listen to the same bullshit every day. Nothing new is introduced. Nothing new. Or there is something. 1% of the things said every day are new. Everything else is the same. Well, when I'm by myself and I don't listen to anyone else's bullshit, and I read a book, everything I just read in that book is new to me. So I'm being introduced to new things, new way. It's like meeting new people. I just read a new book. It's like I've just met a new person. Listen to the way he thinks. Okay, I'm gonna move on to the next one. Maybe I'm gonna take something from this guy. I'm gonna write down a note. Okay, it was nice getting to know the way you think. Nice trying to understand your idea that you presented here. On to the next one. Boom, I move on. I'm trying to find to find out something about myself. It's very difficult for me to find things about myself when I'm around other people. When you're around other people, I'm going to give you a little analogy here. It's like you you're listening to music. You're trying to hear the music. Okay, you're trying to hear what the singer is singing. But then there is 5 other songs playing around you and people talking. How are you gonna hear the song that you wanted to listen to? You can't. It's still there. You can still what? But it gets muddled. Too many overlapping noises. When you step back, go into the other room, or better, get out the house, go somewhere else, go into a different house where there's no one else. Play your song and listen. And you hear. It's the same. You need the distance and the time. You need that isolation. So you can hear. Your brain is gonna start giving. You're your own person. Of course, humans are social creatures or whatever, but you can stay alone. You can spend time alone. You need to see where your thoughts lead you. If your thoughts are very dark and very negative and whatever, that's a problem as well. Well, you cannot stay by yourself for a bit. If you have a problem doing that, that's not really good as well. Listen, I'm saying all this. I've been semi-forced into self-isolation multiple times. Just circumstances. That's kind of how it worked out for me. And then I understood, because I'm seeing other people. They've never lived in they've never been isolated, kind of. Again, I'm not complaining, I'm just saying things how they are. I don't see them necessarily having the same development. You're too outgoing. I have to be with people all the time. You don't read as many books. You don't really learn as many new things. You don't really learn new things about yourself because you don't have time to think even about it. Whereas me, when I've kind of been, I'm isolated for whatever reason, I'm unable to spend time with my friends or whatever, or I choose not to spend time with other people. Oh yeah, I have time for the books. I have time to listen. I have time to think and actually decide, hey, what is important to me? What do I want to do? Is this what I want to do? If I if if money didn't matter, would I still do what I'm trying to do? And if the answer is no, then what am I doing? I don't want to change direction because of money or because of someone else thinks. I don't think anyone wants. Ideally, you don't want to do that. You want to do what you have decided is the best thing for you personally. What have I decided? I've decided I'm going to be a coach. That sounds a bit it's a bit underwhelming, okay? I'm gonna be, this is what I've decided. I'm gonna be one of the greatest managers of all time. No question. It's not even in my head. No debate. Easily. I'm 26. Imagine if I keep working on it for another 40 years. Just 40 years till I'm 66. I'm gonna have a solid 45 years of work behind my back as a coach, manager, whatever you want to call it. 45 years. That's a long time. I have time. I'll do it. No question. A lot of people are going to quit. Some people put 20 years into it. Who is willing to put 45? Not many people. Out of whoever's left, yeah, a lot of them are just kind of, they just don't want to really do anything else. Whatever, they like football, they were just kind of, they grew up into the role, whatever. They weren't really that passionate. They didn't choose it. They didn't sacrifice as much as I did for it. Maybe they didn't read as many books. Whatever. So I'm just trying to keep stacking, keep pushing the odds towards my favor. At the moment, it seems highly unlikely. But maybe I've got this vision and maybe I make it work. We don't know. We'll see. It's only 2024. Maybe I'll clip this, I'll cut this little clip and we'll see in 20 years' time and people are going to say, oh, he was a visionary. Now I look like an idiot. I have to have a goal. Why not? If I don't try, then what else am I going to do? What else? Everything else would be boring. Everything else would be boring and it would be a waste of time because I have the qualities, or I've analyzed myself and I've decided, maybe I have the qualities to do this thing, I feel like. And I've already spent 20 years playing football and whatever. Yeah. I feel like I can make a difference here. There is something. Were there many other things that I could have done? Yeah. Other people wanted me to do different things. I was like, I don't care. I had the education to go and do something else. Don't care. Not important. Not what I want to do. No amount of money in the world can change my mind. Could have gone into something else just for the money. Oh yeah, quick success. Let's go, Papa. Because now, if I'm not a millionaire already, and people go, oh, I listen to you. What have you done? You always have people to listen to you. That's how stupid people are, actually. Do I sound bitter, maybe, or a bit too arrogant? I don't care. No, but people are stupid. They only focus on money. And specifically, how much money you show you have. How much money you show you have. Whatever, though. Did I have many other paths in front of me to choose? And maybe, let's say, 6 out of 8 that I had potential paths to take. In 6 out of 8, now I would have been better off in terms of how much money I'm making. And people now, if I picked one of these other paths, would have been saying, yeah, he's a great guy, blah, blah, blah. He's doing very well for himself. Yeah, I like the guy. Now, what's he gonna be now? Maybe, this fucking guy, what is he doing? He's got a podcast, whatever. I thought he was gonna do something. He's 26. You see what I mean? You need to have some mental strength, though. Does it look delusional when I say stuff like that? Yes, maybe yes. But then again, do not care. My focus is on mastery. This is the whole point. Does it sound a bit delusional to other people? Maybe even when I'm saying it now, in my head, when I'm thinking about it, it sounds absolutely normal. Everything is absolutely fine. You can see I'm almost laughing every 5 seconds or whatever. Because I make it sound worse though. But yeah, regardless, I'm at peace. I've made my choice. The choice was clear. There was no debate, no question in my head. I made the right choice. Now it's about time. Some jobs, some jobs, some professions, some paths that people choose, they give you um you obviously you get the fruits of your labor come a bit earlier. Harvest. Some other paths, jobs and everything else takes a bit longer. Don't be discouraged, just keep going. How you can keep going is if you focus on mastery. If I know for a fact that I keep getting better and better every single day and I'm moving towards where I know that I need to be moving, it's all good and I'm happy. Happy is an overstatement. I don't need to be happy. Meaning I'm content. I'm good. I don't wake up regretting. Oh man, dude, should have done this. Would have had more money now. And all this. It's fine. It's fine. Every hardworking person can make money. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a well-known fact. This is as good as like a universal, scientific, or whatever fact you want to call a fact. Absolute fact. Every hardworking person with an IQ above 100, let's say 100, I'm not going to say 75, 100, can I make money? You just need to work hard, maybe work a bit extra, start saving or whatever, put them into good use, invest in something. Just be disciplined, keep investing, be smart, don't be greedy. No big deal. Invest whatever you want to invest. You want to invest in a property, do that. You want to invest in stocks, do that. You want to invest in crypto, do that. You want to go and buy some goods or whatever and then sell them, whatever. You want to invest in trading cards or whatever, just do that. Just something, just be consistent. Over time, you only need a couple of years and you have something, boom. That's you if you don't waste money too much. But as I said, you're hardworking and you're relatively smart. Just relatively, just maybe just the average. And you're fine. It's not that difficult. I don't understand. That being said, I don't understand again. Where is that obsession coming from? I feel like it's coming from a place of weakness. It's just weakness. You just want it easy. Your character is weak. The strong character is constantly looking for something difficult. The strong character is looking for a challenge. That's what excites the strong person, a challenge. Let's go. I see on the horizon, I see pain. I see struggle. I see months, maybe years of misery. But then at the end, if I overcome that, what a story that would be. If I overcome that, that's what the strong character wants. Weakness wants comfort. Oh yeah, please money, money. Strength, put me in the toughest spot. Put me in the toughest situation. Let me show you the strength of my character. Let me show you how long I can persist with nothing going my way. Everything goes the other way. Let me show you how many years I can go for with nothing, no immediate instant gratification and everything, without seeing any visible progress, just on belief and just discipline. Let me show you this. And then when you do it and you look back, and it's absolutely the most beautiful thing ever. The story that you had, what you did, what kind of person it took to go for years without really seeing immediate results, to keep going for years and to have that inner belief, that knowledge and drive, discipline, all these good words, to have all that, you showcase that because you didn't have the results. You kept going. That says this is so much more valuable than all the money that you could ever have. Just have this story. It's so much more motivational. This story does more for humanity than all the money that you could have almost. Almost. You can spend your money wisely, not wisely, but you can be very generous, help people with your money. But a good story, which is a story that showcases the strength of your character, overcoming very unlikely, very unfavorable odds, going on a journey and coming back stronger, persevering, overcoming obstacles. That story is priceless. Because how many people that's going to motivate? That's why athletes are so important. They motivate so many people. That's why sports is important. People kind of get inspired. They get excited. That longing for money, not longing, but dreaming about money when you're a kid. I don't know, how can a kid they're raised weaker? How is that possible though? It's the parents are weak. They got something in them, kind of got rotten in most parents. And they're raising weak children. Maybe it's just a generation. Maybe in 20 years from now, this podcast is going to be absolutely outdated. It's not going to have anything to do with reality. Maybe it will be different generation. Everything is going to be on the rise. Everyone is going to be solid. And this, what I would be explaining, is just the reality. And people, this would seem like as if I'm talking about some dark ages. Hopefully, I believe that time will come. I do. I'm an optimist, as you can see. A pessimist wouldn't have that belief that I just told you that I have in myself and in whatever. Optimist, but I'm a realist. I don't think it's this outrageous to say that 50 years of work and being smart about it and being very, very hardworking and disciplined and consistent, I think you put yourself in kind of a good situation to be one of the best. No? Is that an unreasonable thing to say? I don't think it is. If someone comes and says, okay, if we had the 20 years that I've been playing before, of let's say 15, if you put 60 years into something, would you be in contention for one of the best? And you're smart, somewhat, and you're very disciplined. I think so. I think it's not that unreasonable. Maybe it's just me. I don't want to make it too much about my personal stories and whatever. But then again, it's my podcast and we're talking about what we talk about. We talked about picking. What I want to show is that the things are so much more valuable than money. And I want you to know that I did not talk about relationships. I didn't talk about family and all this. We're not talking about this side. Okay? We're simply talking about values that have everything to do with you and not with people around you. Okay? We're not saying not interpersonal values. If that makes sense, just intrinsic. What drives you? Okay? What is your motivation? the purpose. Finding your purpose. Maybe. But yeah, you cannot be 15 and be thinking about money. This is just wrong. Just find whatever you're good at. Find what you want to do. That's it. Come on. Think about in every movie, the main character has to go through something to come out on the other side. Batman had to go to the League of Assassins, Ra's al Ghul, to study, When they found him, he was in some prison in Thailand or wherever he was. Just he rejected all that and he went on that personal journey. He wanted to find himself. He wanted to become something. He didn't want to just spend money. Okay, now people, if someone comes criticizing me for giving Batman as an example, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I'm not even gonna change my opinion. Batman, come on, Batman. One of the best stories. Batman. So many more examples I could give. The philosopher in every movie is at the top of the mountain. This is obviously a metaphor. Metaphor is that the right thing to say. How to say? This is Iri Prochaska. Not to get metaphor. Why? Because to get to the philosopher that's got the knowledge, the old sage, he's at the top of the mountain. Why? Because you need to go on that rough journey, you need to climb a little bit, to go up so many steps, kilometers, uphill, up a mountain, climbing rocks and everything, tough weather conditions to get to the sage and ask him for the answers. So you need to go on that long, very uncomfortable journey to find the answers. This is what's priceless, the journey. Because it's a story that you will be able to tell your grandkids. How much money you have, that's not going to be really impressive for your grandkids. Okay, you get them presents, they're going to be happy. But they're going to be happy spending time with you. Are you an interesting person? Or they're just going to be happy that you bought them this nice toy? You would rather be someone that is interesting. Okay. We are going to finish here 58 minutes. The next one is going to be very close to Christmas. We're going to do maybe a special Christmas-y episode. And maybe I'll do another episode that is about books. Maybe I should. I'll think about it and see if I do. Okay, thanks for watching and listening, or whatever it is. And I'll be back next week.